Good evening, everyone. I hope you are comfortable with the fact that we are recording this meeting. It's not for my sake, but for Adele's sake, so, so that you can keep the minutes correct. I'd like to say welcome to everybody onto this call. It's not, we're really blessed, and from the bottom of my heart, from the other, on behalf of all the directors, we would like to say to you, thank you very much for joining us. It's not every day that we have two AGMs in 1 month. The other one being the previous or earlier this month was face to face. We thought that this one would be convenient for everybody to do it on Zoom, for the mere fact that we've all had time to look at the documentation, and it's purely just for record purposes that we then want to go into voting tonight. I would like to just say, Adele, we are now on 67 participants. 67. I don't see anybody else in the waiting room, so it doesn't look as if we've missed out on anybody. I'd like to go over to the documentation then immediately. So you've all seen the document that I'm sharing right now. So this is so far, hopefully it's not anything new that you're seeing. What I would like to then just do is click on the attachments that you have seen. And before I do that, Adele, is there anything that you would like to bring to the attention of the audience quickly?
Yes, sir, if you don't mind. Good evening, owners. Thank you very much for attending the SGM. We did receive some late feedback this evening with regards to the alignment between the MOI and the conduct rules. It's not the body, it's mainly just a description that we just need to adjust so it reads in line between the MOI and our conduct rules. Just one of the items, for argument's sake, is the dispute resolution process. We just need to update between the MOI and the rules. The MOI refers to that we need to go through to mediation and arbitration, where our current rules or the proposed rules actually just presented to the board and then the following steps. There was also something that was highlighted is with regards to we need to include a line in our current proposed estate rules just to clarify the difference between the sectional title and the directors when it comes to the trustees and the directors. So we just need to mention that the complexes still have their own set of rules, and the Sectional Title Scheme Management Act and the management rules they fall under. If I can give an example, is with the aesthetics and enclosing of patios. So that doesn't actually fall under the directors, that will fall under the trustees. So we just need to bring that in line with our estate rules as well, that the new owners and new tenants or residents are aware that there is a difference between the complexes and the HOA. So there's some duplication that was mentioned on the MOI. So it's just need to remove one or two lines where there is some duplication. And that's for now, that's the only thing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Adele. And I would like to, just before we go over to voting, I would like to then just say thank you very much to everybody. I think we're now sitting on 68 participants. It's probably the highest number of people that we ever had on a meeting. So thank you very much for that. And we would like to get you onto this meeting and out of the meeting as quickly as possible. There's no reason to delay anything. So yes, like Adele had said, there are minor discrepancies between the two documents. We will rectify that as quickly as possible. However, Adele, you're convinced that it doesn't change any of the content, any of the legal content doesn't change, correct?
No, all we need to do is, like I said, there's the description that we have with the MOI and the conduct rules that I need to speak to one another, if I can put it that way. Another example is, for argument's sake, is the levies, where the MOI refers to equal and non-equal split of the levies, where our rules and our custom is that we do split our levies equally. So we just need to amend that it's everything equal, if I can use another example, sir.
Okay. No, no, thank you. Those sounds minimal. May I?
Johan, can you hear me?
Yes, Frick,
It's Fred
is that
here.
Frick speaking?
It's Fred. I just
Okay, Frick, you're welcome to talk.
sure that everyone that is participating understands that all red tape procedure was followed to make sure that we can have this meeting and that it was the notice was sent out on time. People were given the opportunity to raise their opinion. So I just want to make sure that that is minuted, that all the appropriate procedures were followed to the line,
Yes.
to the dot.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Frick. Yes, before we continue, I'd like to just ask, are there any of the other directors on the call that wants to say anything? If you can just raise your hand, I'll acknowledge you quickly if you want to say something. And then I'd like to stress the point that Frick has just made. But before I do that, are there any of the other directors that wants to say anything? Nobody? Thank you very much. Then I'm just checking for more people to join. The importance of what Frick has just mentioned now, it's important that we minute that the two documents were updated as an instruction from the previous year. So over a year period, we had the directors, first of all, updated the two documents, being the estate rules and the Memorandum of Incorporation, MOI. And it was also we've also made use of a consultant, somebody that does this on updating the legal documents like this for a full-time job, if I can call it that. Both documents were circulated to all owners for feedback with a certain by date for everybody to comment. We had feedback. That feedback was updated in the document. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody else for that as well. After that, we had the document circulated once again with the request, if there's anything in addition that anybody wants to say, you're really welcome. So I think it's imperative to mention that we had both documents reviewed extensively. And I think it's very, for the average person like myself, it's easy for this document or for the documents the detail between the documents. You may easily find yourself that you get lost between all of the rules, the regulations, because there are multiples of those, but they're pretty standard. There's nothing in any of the two documents that is not acceptable as the norm within South Africa. There's somebody else joining. So I think we've like Frick said, the intention was for everybody to review both sets of documents to provide feedback, which everybody did. But it's important. We just felt it necessary to mention to everybody that there are one or two small issues that we will correct after tonight. Nothing of the content. It's purely just wordplay that we will fix. I see there's somebody. So if you know of any neighbor of yours that are trying to get access, not getting access for any reason, I'm seeing every now and then the same name coming up. So it could be that people don't have, that they do have a connectivity problem. And I can't adjust for that on my side. Can I go and ask, are there any questions, or can we go over to the voting of the two documents? I'd like to get to the estate rules first. I see there are messages, so it's difficult for me to control the document, sorry, the meeting and read messages. Thank you, Kirk. I'm just checking the messages quickly. I'm checking your message. Elena, I'm confirming your message. Liesel asking if there's, can we raise any points at this stage? I think if there's anything that you would like to raise, I would appreciate it if we can raise it outside the meeting. If there's anything that we need, else we will stay here for hours and hours, and then we will have to review the documents live, which can take many hours, and then we end up with reviewing all of it. Kirk saying sound is bad. I hope, Adele, can you hear me still clearly?
Yes, I can, sir.
Okay, so if anybody can't hear me properly, it's probably due to connectivity on your side. I'm on ADSL. I'm on the data line. I'm not even on Wi-Fi, so there's nothing that I can do to improve connectivity. Adele, now you need to assist me, because if I do this again, it will be the first time. I'm joking, but it's really the first time. I'm going to go to I've created 2 polls.
Sorry, John.
Sorry, somebody's talking?
Yes, I'm talking. Matsubani.
Okay, so I wouldn't know who's talking.
I say Matsubani here.
Yes,
Matsubani
sir.
Siota. I have left messages on the chat box, and I'm not getting a response from Adele, which would facilitate the meeting quicker if I had a response from her, so that I know what way forward we're taking on my inputs that I've made.
Okay, so all the inputs that we have received within the specified time slot, we have had them included. So there was quite a few adjustments that had to be made with everybody's proposals. I presume you have seen the last document that was sent out, both documents that first of all, the estate rules. So they have been updated and they have been circulated once again. Does that answer your question?
It answers my question partly, but subsequently I have realized that there are certain poignant things that should be considered. So you say that we can vote, but if you vote, what are the chances that what input has been made or I have made is not going to be taken? If you're not going to debate some of that, how are we going to be going forward with a document?
So I hear you. If we want to make more changes, and these are fundamental changes to the documentation, we vote tonight. Then we will have to postpone this meeting for another day, and we will have to call it again, and then we can vote. And I've asked earlier on if everybody was happy to accept that none of the changes that you're proposing now are fundamental, because we can't change fundamental issues in the documentation. If that's the case, we cannot vote tonight. Then we'll have to go back. We'll have to review both documents if there are fundamental changes, and then we'll have to call another meeting in 30 or 60 days' time.
No, that's not what I would want to do, no.
So is everybody then comfortable that we continue voting and make the adjustments, the minor adjustments afterwards? Everybody happy with that? If I can just get not necessarily a yes or no, but there's a yes from Lucy. So again, it's difficult for me to check. I'm now checking 3 screens. So if I can't keep up, there are more yeses. My apologies. I love Zoom, but it's very difficult to have an interactive Zoom meeting when you review something. More people saying yes. More people saying yes. So thank you very much for that. If that's the case, then we can go ahead and vote on tonight's meeting. Adele, we have 71 people or 71 participants. I need to try and find my polls that I've created. So just bear in mind with me for a second, please. The first poll, and I hope it's going to go out. The first poll is on the estate rules. And I hope it's going to come out on your side. I've never done this before, but I'm going to try. More comments coming in. Let me just check the comments coming in. 1 vote per property, yes. List the comments. Yes, we will definitely list the comments, and they will be minuted by default, because we are recording this session. Adele, now I need to send out the first question, and that is new updated estate rules. And to be honest with you, I don't know how to send this. I'm going to say share to, and I can't share it. I don't know how to share it.
The poll that you created already.
They've been created. I've created both polls. The first one is all about the updated estate rules. I've never done this before. Never shared a poll. By default, may I ask everybody, what I'll do is I'll just put the question then in the text message. The first one is new update on estate rules. Just state yes or no, please. I've created it beautifully, but I don't know how to send it. Don't know how to share it.
Would you like the owners to reply onto your message with a yes or no, sir?
I think unfortunately, it's the only way that we can actually do it, Adele, for the simple reason I'm sitting here with polls that I don't know how to push it out of Zoom into your inboxes.
That's fine. I just want to clarify, people with multiple properties, if we can say yes, then +1, so we know it will count as 2. I also just want to say, if we have owners, 2 owners of one property and they logged in separately, if they can just one owner just to reply, please, with regards to the yes or no. So yes. This one is pure majority, so we need 51% of the owners that vote, that we need to get majority for the approval on this first vote, sir.
I'm so sorry, I can't send it out. I don't know what to do. Got it here beautifully listed, but I don't know how to get it out. Bill, can you just check all the yeses for me, please? Everybody that's saying yes in the text. Kirk, you're asking if you have a proxy, yes? you have a proxy, just send it afterwards to Adele as well.
I do have Mr. Reachway's proxy. I do have it on record, sir.
Okay. Now, if you can just count it and let me know how many votes we have. Apologies for the delay. Let's just wait for Adele to count it quickly.
Mr. Harting, I can confirm we do have majority of the votes are yes, more than 51%. And I also noticed that one of the owners also told you how you can do share the Zoom, the portal. But yes, I can confirm with regards to point number 3, we do have majority vote currently for the proposed estate rules.
So we have 40, there's a message there, is it from Rian, saying that we have 47?
Yes, we do have proxies as well. So we have about 11 proxies. It's just the one I'm unsure of. So I'm going to count the 10 proxies as well. So we clearly have majority, sir.
Okay. Again, apologies again for my technical skills not being
Johan?
able to. Yes.
Terribly sorry, but I've noted that somebody has voted with a VM iPhone 16 that says they've got 3 properties. Can you please explain how that was counted? Because who do you verify it against? This needs to be without question and completely auditable, and I'm afraid that isn't. If you can please explain.
Okay, I've missed that. That somebody, just say that again. Somebody voted, like, how did they vote?
So somebody voted yes ×3, but the identity is VM _ iPhone 16. How do you verify that it's a valid vote?
It's Vishen Miraj. It's the iPhone, and I have a proxy from 2 people plus myself as the owner. That's 3.
Okay, Vishen, then I suggest you actually put that down, because
I
there's no
can't
way of
change-
verifying that on face value.
I cannot change my name of the phone because it's a work-related phone, and that's the domain that it is for the phone. So the other directors know who I am, and I'm sure that other people in the meeting actually know who I am as well.
Vision.
And anybody else who's unrecognizable?
Okay, so are we seeing anybody that's non identifiable, because we've only sent this to owners? Adele, just work through all the yeses for me one more time, Adele, and just to make sure that we have that everybody is identifiable. Anybody is not identifiable, let's just record that and ask the person who he or she is, please. I see there are still people joining, just putting it on record.
I do apologize, Mr. Harting. I was on a phone call. I've just got an owner with 2 proxies. He is currently on the call. Unfortunately, he cannot vote with the 2 proxies. You did ask me a question, sir?
Yeah, no, okay. So just for everybody else's sake, in future, when we ask for proxies, those proxies has to come all the way back to Ola's office, please, prior to any meeting. Whether it's this meeting or another meeting, it always has to come back to the sender and the organizer of the meeting. I'm trying to check here from my side if anybody is non-identifiable. The question was, Adele, can we just make sure that for all the
Johan
years
as
that we
well.
have?
Sorry. For instance, Vanesh has voted twice. It's come through as twice on the comments. I'm just pointing out small technicalities that can throw this process out.
Vijen, how many times have you voted?
I voted once now when the vote came up. Before that was whether we can carry on with the meeting. So it wasn't a vote. It was whether we could carry on with the meeting.
Yeah, so just for everybody else's sake, I did ask the question. New update on estate rules, just state yes or no, please. So only votes below that can be counted, Adele.
Mr. Harting, I think maybe just to comply with all the rules and regulations, can I maybe ask that you post again the question and then the owners can reply with their section number or their street name and address, and then a yes or no after that, so we can then verify the process.
If everybody feel comfortable with that, I'm going to post the question again.
That would be perfect. Thanks, Johan.
Let's do it that way. So I'm going to post the question again. Adele, how do you want them to confirm?
If they confirm with their unit number in the sectional title, so if I can take Unit 1, Logan Park, or if they can say 3A Gatwick, and then a yes or no, please, sir, or vice versa. But so with the unit number or the stand number or street number, and then a yes or no, please, sir.
I'm typing all of that and I'm going to send it now. So if everybody please vote now. I am not voting Adele, just so that you know. Although I'm saying yes. If everybody please, can you just vote like we've requested? So it's yes with your address or your stand number, please. Thank you so much. May I ask, is everybody voted? Everybody voted. Adele, may I just ask you to do the count quickly, please? And I'll try count from my side. Who was so good at counting earlier on? Was it Rian? Adele, you'll give me an indication when you're done.
Well,
Apologies for the manual count now. Now we have 69 participants at this stage.
Apologies, how many participants, sir?
69,
yeah.
50% of that, 34.5. So call it 35.
69. I just want to minus myself, and so it gives us 67.
Oh, of course, you have two
Uh,
admins.
Yeah, so 58. So we are way over 50%, sir.
We already, so, okay, can I just record that? How many votes do we have, Adele?
58, sir.
58 of how many participants are eligible to vote? Is it 67?
67, yes, sir.
Thank you so much. I've recorded it, so it will be in the minutes, and it will also be, and there's one more vote.
No, that's I included Meneer van Wyk. He phoned me earlier and said he's having trouble, so I included. He's got 2 votes.
Is he? Oh yeah, he's got two houses. Thank you very much, everybody, for your participation. Obviously, all the time and effort that you've put into the documentation. On the next one is just allow me to type first, please. New update on MOI. MOI stands for Memorandum of Incorporation. That's the legal document that our estate is managed by. Just allow me to finish typing before you go, yes, please. Okay, I'm going to post now, and you are now welcome to indicate with a yes if you are in agreement. It's very important, and I'm apologies for everybody else's sake that's now delayed, but it's very important that we follow the right procedure. Everybody needs to feel comfortable. Everybody needs to understand that we have these rules that we need to adhere to. We can't just implement something for the sake of implementing it. So yes, we've always been very compliant, and I'd like to think that we're going to be like that for ever and a day. I'll give it a minute or two for everybody else to vote. Adele, I'd like to just record, or for you, I'm not voting, but I am saying yes by default to both documentation, but I'm not voting because else it will look awkward coming from the same person asking the questions and voting. Yeah, Dale, it's I think we've been doing very well. Adele, I'll appreciate it if you give it like another minute. Give it 1 more minute, and then let's start counting from the question down, if you don't mind, please. And anybody else that wants to assist with a count, you're really welcome.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
We are very compliant, but you're also very transparent tonight. The polls that I created was more professional, but I couldn't send it, so apologies for that. Adele, I think we have enough counts now. So we're now on 67 participants. Now on 67, so somebody has dropped off. Adele, you did say we have 8 proxies as well, hey?
Yes, sir. We do have 11 proxies, actually. I just want to confirm we didn't state it. For this one, it's not a 51% vote, so we please need all the owners to vote. We need a clear 75%, so that's about 51 owners of the 67 that needs to say yes. So if I can please just ask all the owners to vote, please, sir.
Okay, yeah, everybody, you heard Adele, please, if we can ask you to vote. How many votes do we need in total, Adele?
Just confirm the number that we do have currently on the call, sir.
Well, it's 67 minus 2, so it's 65.
Sure. So with those, so we need 49 now, sir.
Do we need 49 votes?
49 yeses, yes.
Okay. Can I just ask, has everybody voted? All 60, well, it's 65 people if I deduct 2. Adele, you doing your count?
Oh, if somebody can just double check, I'm not sure because the screen, I've got 35. Unless I missed somebody.
What percentage do we need?
75%. I've got 35 actual owners. I haven't included the proxies yet.
It's okay.
So
We can
if
order the proxies just now. So we have 35, right?
Yes, if I count 35 yeses.
Okay.
Johan,
Can I ask?
Adele,
Yes.
sorry to just chip in, but for instance, okay, you've deducted yourself and I gather it's your wife's laptop, Johan, from the numbers, the 67.
Yes, but Adele has got somebody else with her from the office as well. They're from Ola, they're not owners.
Yeah, but what I also want to say, in my household, there's 2 machines that are logged in. So
Okay.
you in that 67, there's an additional one which shouldn't be counting either. That's why I say
Okay.
we need to verify the actual owners to make this process transparent, because you're now trying to get to a 75% percentage on a number that is higher than what it should be for the meeting.
Absolutely with you on that.
Okay.
Absolutely with you. Thank you for that. Adele, yeah, I'm sitting on, let's do the calculation. We're sitting on 67. I'm deducting your 2 and I'm deducting myself. I've got on 2 laptops. That is 60, what is that? 64.
That's correct, yes, sir.
64. And how many, from the gentleman that just spoke, how many other additionals do we have?
That's 1 additional.
Okay, so it's actually 63. So Adele, then from a legal standpoint, we're sitting then with 63 legal participants on this call. What is the multiplier? Is it 70%?
75, so we need 47.25, so that's 48, sir.
75%. Yeah, that's 48 people, hey?
Yes, sir. No, I've counted at a different, I do apologize. I just want to make sure I count from your...
Please double check.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, we've got two verifications. Cassie and myself has counted 60 votes. So I think we can safely say there's more than 75%.
I can confirm, sir, and that's excluding the proxies. So yes, we have, thank you very much for that as well, sir, over 75%, yes.
Thank you very much, everybody. Are we then correct in saying that we have 60 votes of 63 participants? Is that correct? That's excluding the proxies.
That is excluding the additional proxies, yes, sir.
Just give me
sorry, I've counted all proxies that were mentioned in the count. If there's someone saying they've got a proxy, I counted that. So it's the proxies, the 60s proxies that was not mentioned. So that excludes, according to me, only proxies that did not someone vote on their behalf.
How many proxies did you include?
Everyone that mentioned that he's got a proxy and voted.
Yeah, no, on top of that.
Chat.
Okay, no, perfect. No, on top of that, we did receive from the owners that mailed through their proxy. So we have on top of that proxies.
Adele, is my message then correct? 60 votes of 63 participants, excluding proxies. And if we include the proxies, no matter how many proxies, we're almost 100%. But are we then all saying that we have accepted both the new estate rules and the memorandum of incorporation? Are you comfortable with that procedure, Adele? And may I ask from Frick and maybe from one of the directors, Virginie, if you don't mind?
Yes, thank you very much. So for us, we are fine with the percentages. There is, like we confirmed a little bit earlier, there is some of the items that we will attend to, but it's not the body. It's like the gentleman that posted the question was discussed a little bit earlier. He sent through his documentation today. He did refer to, for argument's sake, we still mentioned the EAAB with regards to estate agents, and that is registered now under PPRA. So those small kind of items we will adjust to. So
Awesome.
yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Frick, do you want to say something in addition?
No, everything is fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Frick. May I ask one director, Virginie, if you don't mind?
Johan, I will second on Virginie's behalf.
Thank you so much, Gerard, for that. Yeah, I think we have enough votes. So from my side, then I'd like to declare this meeting official, that both documents have been reviewed, accepted, minor adjustments to be made, documents to be implemented, signed off by all the directors. I'll repeat that again. I'm trying to read for messages that are coming in now. All the directors will have to sign off on all the documentation. Adele, may I ask you to do a communication to all the owners once the both documents have been signed and you have signed copies with you, that we from that moment onwards will then manage the estate in accordance with the new estate rules. Is that acceptable?
That is acceptable. I just want to confirm that we do need to file and register the documentation, the MOI, with the CIPC. We usually get a
Yes.
certificate for that, so we will just circulate that as well, sir.
Do we have an indication of how long that would take, Adele?
The previous time it was just under a month, so it was about 4 weeks. There were some delays that they informed us about, so we can work probably much on a month's time. So.
Okay, if everybody is comfortable with it, I'm going to ask Adele then to communicate. We are now almost on the 1st of August. So Adele, that would be sort of roughly about the first week of September, is that correct?
That is correct, yes, sir. If all goes well, yes, sir.
If you don't have it by the end, by the first week in September, can I just ask you to do a general communication to everybody to let them know that we have signed, we have submitted, and we're waiting for approval or acceptance. And once we have acceptance, we can do another communication to say we have acceptance, registered, and we then comply.
Will do, sir.
From my side and on behalf of all the directors, on behalf of Ola, I'd like to say thank you very much to each and every one of you on tonight's call. It's an absolute pleasure to deal with the estate in this professional manner. I'd like to say a special thanks to everybody that commented on making sure and assisting that we remain compliant. It's so important. It's probably the most important thing ever, that we remain compliant. And from that perspective, I would like to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to the directors that have been working these two documents almost to a complete standstill. We've reviewed it for so many times, and it's so easy to miss anything. But I'd like to say a thank you to everybody. On this note, I'd like to declare this meeting closed, and I'd like to wish each and every one of you a great evening. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.